Hi everybody, it's Sally from Sally Stampers. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm bringing you my long gift box. It is just simply that, a nice long gift box. It is 1 3/4 by 1 3/4 squared, and it is 7.5 inches in length, so it's a really good size. I'm just going to slide this off because I know if I try and redo that bow it won't look as nice. And then just inside it is just simply a box, a really nice box. I did think that this, because this has got these keys on, this could make quite a nice gift for like a 21st or an 18th or something. Obviously the tradition with the key I thought might be quite nice, and obviously you could put something quite nice inside there. It's not got any sentiments on, so you can make it for whatever purpose you wish, but I thought it was quite nice. I'm going to show you how to do it, and it's really simple. So to start off with, you'll need a sheet of cardstock that is 11 by 8 inches, and on the long side, so that's 11 by 8, which is 28 by 20.5 centimetres, and on the long side we're going to score at 1 3/4 and 9 1/4, which is 4.5 and 23.5 centimetres, and then on the short side we're going to score at 1 3/4, 3.5, 5 1/4 and 7, and in centimetres that will be 4.5, 9, 13.5 and 18 centimetres. Okay, let me move this out of the way. And so then we're going to fold and burnish all of these lovely score lines. Lots of trucks going past today. Isn't that always the way? Okay. Gorgeous day, so I've got the window open. Okay, so once I've done that, I then need to do some cutting. So the first thing you need to do is, on the thin strip that you have, we're just going to cut some very slight wedges, and we're also going to cut away that rectangle there, and do the same on this end, so a very slim wedge, and cut that rectangle away. Okay, then we need to cut down these pieces here, and this last one I'm going to cut away completely, and you can save one of these to make your decoration on the top. So again, we're going to cut down all of these to get just to this top one, and then we're going to cut it away completely. Now these two pieces here, so you'll have this little one in the centre, these two middle ones on either side we're going to turn into our tab, so we just need to cut wedges off the sides and leave the one in the centre whole. Okay, same again on the other side. That one and that one, and this one is the last one. There we go. So you should have that shape when you've finished. Then we're going to add our DSP, and I've gone with this petal pink instead of using Pool Party because I wanted to pull out the petal pink that's in the flowers. So you'll need 4 pieces of long DSP that are 7 1/4 by 1.5 inches, and that's 18.5 by 4 centimetres. I'm going to pop some snail on these, and then they just go on all the 4 long sections. Put all of those on. It's got a mind of its own, this piece. Try and line them up, keep them all the same. And then you'll have the 2 small pieces that will go on the end. My snails run out. Just grab a refill. These are so easy to refill. I don't know if you've ever seen the snails, but you get a full one that comes and then you buy the refills, and they are so easy. So you just tear the backing off, remove that little yellow bit of card that's in there, and then you just simply click it in place, take your guard off, and you're ready to go again. Easy peasy. So put that adhesive on there and we'll carry on. Put that one on there, and my last one. So yeah, so the last the 2 end pieces, shall we say, these 2 pieces here, these you'll need 2 of, and they are 1.5 by 1.5 inch squared, or 4 by 4 centimetres, and they are going to sit nicely on that whole square that you didn't cut any wedges out of. Okay, so that's that bit done. I'm going to use some tear and tape on these tabs just because it's a bit quicker than waiting for wet glue. My tear and tape's run out now as well. I clearly wasn't very well prepared, was I, today for this? Luckily I have it all on hand, so we're all okay. Excuse me. Right, there's the start. Let's try again then. So I want a piece quite close to the edge there, because obviously I need it to hold in place and I don't want any gaps. And then I'm also just going to pop another piece just to hold that tab in so it's not loose on the inside, because it'll get caught then otherwise. So I'm just putting my last pieces on here, and this really is your box made up. There's not a lot else to do after that. Just cut that off there, and then my couple of extra pieces. Okay, so there we have our adhesive. Give them a little extra press, and then we're just going to take the backing off. I'm going to do both of these tabs at the same time just because it's slightly easier. Right, that's that bit done. And these are just a case of fold them round, just obviously making sure this angle is kept neat. Okay, and this is why I added an extra piece on there, because otherwise that would have been loose. So let's take the backing off this side. These would make lovely gifts, and I think you might even be able to get something like maybe a neck scarf, or you could adapt it and maybe roll up a baby grow. Just fill it with chocolates, which is always the answer, isn't it? I don't know if you get a miniature bottle of anything in there, but you could always try a couple of miniatures, maybe anything. Okay, so there's those bits put in, and then obviously my lid will just slide in to there, and this is why I have some ribbon just to hold it closed. But I'm going to do my decoration first because I'll need to get into there to hold it, to press the adhesive down. So I have 2 small squares of cardstock. I have my coloured cardstock that is 1 1/4 by 1 1/4, and then I have my Whisper White that is 1 inch by 1 inch. And I've just used the very small images on here. So I'm going with the small postage stamp mark, and then these wavy lines. I'm just going to pop those on. So pool party first for my round shape. And then give that a quick clean. And then I've got my spray granite for my wiggly lines. Give that a quick clean too. Get my snail just on the back of the white one and layer it on the top. And gorgeous champagne rhinestones. Just a small one on there. And then I need some dimensionals. Again, I haven't got any out ready. Okay. Note to self, make sure you prep all your stuff before you start. Okay. Couple of large dimensionals on the back. And then, as I say, I'm just going to pop this onto the edge, just there. And again, I'm just kind of eyeballing that border so that it's relatively similar all the way round. And then while this is on, I'm just going to get one of the large rhinestones just to pop offset there. And then I have my ribbon. So a nice length of this gorgeous petal pink metallic edged ribbon that I'm just going to lay down, and then I can make my pretty bow, which, as you can see, will now hold this box nicely together. Don't worry if you push the lid down a bit too far. I will show you a little tip in a moment that I found works really well. So I'm just going to have a little fiddle with these bows. It's actually not too bad. I'll take a little bit of the length off. Now, if you find that you've pushed your lid in and you've got that annoying dipping bit, use your bone folder, because you can just very carefully get underneath that lid and just pull it up. Okay, once you've got it in place, and now it sits nicely in where it should. And there you have it, your very simple long gift box. Hope you like them, and I hope to see you all again soon. Have a lovely day. Bye.